Hello everyone, TRG here and welcome back to another speed building video. And today we are building, as you possibly could see or tell by the intro, we are building a shopping mall, quite a big one, and really awesome. Yeah, so we are building a shopping mall, and this is really awesome. Yeah. So as you can see, what we are doing is we are building the underground parking, and I was actually really surprised on how this build came out. It took a long time and it was hard work, and wow, you know, this build was not easy, and that's why this video is nearly an hour's long. I mean, speed up. I mean, I would say it took me about 2 days. 2 days of work. I can't give you the exact hours because I don't actually know, because I really just worked on it here and there. The problem with me is that I can't really do anything else on my computer while I'm doing a speed build, especially a big one like this, because it just takes up all of the memory storage of my computer, you know. So yeah, so that little box over there, which you can see, that is actually the main entrance foyer of the mall, where the elevators are and everything. Now, a lot of features in this mall is really just for show, imagination, not really real. But I just built it there just for aesthetic purposes, to make it look good. We have a vault, main like office and everything, and there you can see me doing the flooring like a million times, because I keep changing my ideas, or things don't look properly and all of that, you know. So it's got a glass wall. I mean, the idea is pretty modern and everything. Yeah. So now over here I am doing the like elevators, yeah, so you have to take an elevator to go in between two floors, which is nice. There's nothing special about them. I could have made the doors white, but I thought, you know what, let's just keep it like that. I don't put too many parking spaces because in reality you're not really going to use it unless you see, the idea of this build is for players to use it as like a role-playing thing. They can role-play it as a shopping center, but at the same time you can also earn some money from it. It's not as much as you can earn from having only a jewelry store, but you can earn something, which is really nice, you know. And that is really cool. So yeah, you know, this, I was actually quite happy with this basement of underground parking. It looks cool, you know. I do the offices towards the end. I don't know, I just wanted to get on with the build. Yeah, so this mall has got something very unique, which you will see later. It has a custom waterfall. Now, I actually figured out how to do this with some playing around and doing some fake things, but I actually made a proper realistic waterfall. Yeah. Now here I thought it's also realistic to have some above outside parking for people to park. So I thought, okay, you know what, let's do that. Now you also will see me stand around for quite a bit, just thinking about what to do. I could have taken it out, but I didn't, so just bear with it. I'm sure it's okay, you know. Yeah, it does have a public bathroom. It even has a gym, which actually gives me an idea. I'll actually do a proper gym. I mean, this game actually has got gym equipment, but it's not in the build mode. It's in the gym lot for some reason. I hope one day they bring it to the game. Now, as you can see, I am spinning around quite a bit here, but later I do focus especially on furnishing and stuff to keep the camera in one place, because I know it can be quite dizzy and all of that to watch this. But hey, you know what, I thought that's okay, you know. So over here doing the roof, I do it again later, because for some reason it glitches out, and that's the problem I have with this game, is that there's a lot of things that glitch out. Yeah, you know. Especially this wall, I realized, oh no, I shouldn't have turned it to glass already, because now I can't see where the wall is. So because you actually can tell that it's glass in live mode, but when you're in build mode, you can't actually see where the glass is, And that wall bugged out, so it fixes itself later when you restart the game, so don't worry. Do not worry about that, So yeah. So as you can see here, I'm just putting in the elevators. It's cool that I can place the elevators without flooring, which is nice. So it was a lot easier to do that, And it took me a while to figure out the layout. Now those shops, they actually have got open doorways, not closed doorways, and that's also why I'm putting the revolving door at the entrance, because the reason why I do that is because NPCs that go to buy stuff from the different shops, they can't they do this weird teleporting thing which doesn't look nice, but in this build they don't actually do it that much, because the shops have got a open doorway, they can walk in, and I placed those teleporting pads so that they teleport on like each floor, so that they won't have to do that. Which is definitely something. So they do teleport around a little bit, but not so much, which is really, really good. Yeah. And I must say, guys, I am very happy with this build. So now over here I'm building like this little lake, this like tiny lake area, which I thought looked really, really nice, and I was happy with it. Yeah. I could have built like a wall around here, but then I decided not. So this is what I was saying about a custom fountain, and I was actually really happy. It was tedious, it took me a long time. It was hard work, believe me guys, it was hard work to do this, but I thought, hey, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, let's push through it and do it. Let me just remind you guys, I'm not a type of person that likes to do detail. I'm not a detail type of person. I like to build the build, make it functional, make the thing. Maybe I might work on a cool feature like this, But to focus on the tiny little bits of detail, it's not really my thing. I just find it too much work and too much of a hassle. It's just not my thing. So in my builds, guys, I will do my best to make the build look as awesome and to make it most beneficial for you guys, But in terms of focusing on the detail, there are people that do that, and that's just not me. Yeah. But anyway, coming back, the way the water is flowing, if you look at it closely, it doesn't make sense, because up here it's flowing forwards and then it's flowing down backwards, so it doesn't make any sense. But if you're just looking at it from afar, you don't actually notice the way the water is turning. It sort of creates an illusion that it is looking down, And then of course, to make the water be on the floor, I'm doing this. As you can see, it doesn't actually make sense, but you know what? It works and it looks cool. You see, yeah. I mean, it looks quick now because and of course the game crashed. It looks quick now, but it's not actually that quick. It took me a long time, because sometimes to use this manual turning controls is very fiddly, and I have to just press things around. But you know what? I got it to work and it looks very nice, Imagine if The Sims 4 had a feature like this, where you could just like manipulate and move objects up and down. I would definitely play that game again. But anyway, so this is the fountain, and if you're asking me why, this doesn't look like, but you will see now what I'm talking about. I'm using this thing this feature that I use for the glass walls, that technically makes stuff invisible. You can still see it, but it's not so much, and it blends in with the water. You see what I mean? It blends in with the water. I had to sort of go in and zoom in to sort of adjust the thingies, you see, because otherwise it kept clicking on the wrong thing, you know. So you see, that was something that I was really happy about. So I put a flooring here, and then I decided, okay, so I'm sort of making the illusion that this is like a small lake at the bottom. It's not real, but I thought, hey, you know what, this actually looks very close, you know, and it looks very, very good, you know. And then I'm just using the rocks to cover up that top bit. You see what I mean? So it does actually look like a fountain. It doesn't have those effects and everything, because the water's going in totally different directions. But you know what? It looks nice, you know. Now here I was trying to decide on a color to make the walls, and I thought, like, you know what, I'd go with this. There's probably a better way to do it, but I was happy nonetheless. And yeah, there we go. You see. Yeah. So now I'm just putting in this this fencing over here to make it, and you see the thing is glitched. I didn't actually. I mean, sorry, I was so focused on the actual build, I didn't actually pay attention to this, which is something, you know. The problem with building a mall like this, which you will see, is that I run into the issue of having too much space to work with. Yeah. Now, what I said about focusing on detail, I did actually focus a little bit on detail, and which I thought was quite nice, you know. Yeah. So, but what I also realized later is that this cupboard, this desk, doesn't actually do a very good job, because I didn't realize this until the end of the video, that it actually sinks into the basement now. I mean, it would be fine if we didn't have the underground parking, but because we do, if you go down you can see it. So I repositioned and removed everything around, which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah. So now we are on working on the what you call the store side. You know, there we did a fake store, the first one, which was a car dealership, which I made. That's a car dealership, and you know, with the car dealership we have yeah. So now over here, these things, those things, I thought, okay, you know what, we need a way to sort of imagine people paying for what you call paying for their parking ticket. Although there's no booth to, I should have made one. There's no booth for people to park inside, which I didn't want to bother with. So I just made those what you call those arcade machines pretend to be parking ticket machines, which are quite cool. And you'll see later I cover them up with like blocks and everything to make them look more legit, you know. Yeah. So now the first store we are working on, the first proper store, is a clothing store. Now what you can see over here is, I thought, what can we do to make a changing room for people to try on their clothes? So then I thought, okay, I'm going to use these curtains. I'm going to use these curtains as a closing area so they can like cover themselves. Although, to be fair, I should have actually put a privacy wall, but I didn't, you know. So, and I'm just making putting those counters to get rid to cover that ugly stand for the cashiers, you see. Yeah, and obviously people started coming in to buy. I could have closed the store, but I thought, you know what, having NPCs around would be nice. And it can help me to make a little bit of money with, yeah. So the next store is a grocery store. Now over here, guys, I do actually remove. This is actually a very good point I must mention, is that in the marketplace, this build is actually uploaded already, and you can buy this build, but it doesn't have as many objects in terms of the business. So I think it only has like 2 grocery things, 1 clothing thing, 1 jewellery thing. That's simply because there was an issue with that you can only place 12 business items. There I put 17 because I have that Game Pass, but I put 17 of them there. And that's actually quite a problem because you can only upload 12 of those business items in the lot. So that's what. So I had to remove some. Yeah. There's also some empty rooms and some empty spaces which I left for you guys, which you'll see later, because I thought, you know what, I also want you guys to customize this build to the way you want it and make it look the way you want, and to add your touch to it, you know. And if you want to maybe turn another store into a fake one, you could also make a fast food restaurant. You can make. I didn't actually make any restaurant because, you know, this game hasn't really got anything in it, you know. For that you could make a pretend one, but you know, to be honest, I just wanted to make the build, make the shops, and then call it a day, because it was already, I mean, this build already took me, as I said, 2 days. So you know, as I told you, I'm not a detailed person. I just do the basics. There we go. These lights are actually placed too high, so yeah. But the one pretend thing is also a functional room which you can actually use is a gym you can use to like train in there and stuff. Speaking of which, I got my character to level 10 fitness. That was quite cool. Don't know exactly what it does, but I did, you know, and that's nice, you know. I'm definitely happy about that. So yeah. Yeah, so now over here in these rooms where the elevator is, I thought, you know what, I should maybe put some seating, some decorations. I don't know exactly what. So you will see here that I definitely put something. I was gonna put a rug there because it actually fitted perfect there, but then I thought, you know, in a realistic, and that's also why it hasn't got too many windows, because in a realistic shopping center you haven't really got windows around, you know. You've got main entrances that go outside and all of that. That's actually what I should have done, is put glass windows at the front, but I didn't. But yeah, that's also okay. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, guys, I was happy with this build, you know. So I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to go for this jewelry store, so I sort of made my own counter. As you can see here, I was just thinking about what to do, and then I think the game crashed or something. Yeah, you know, so that's when I decided to do these, which was really cool. I quite like these smooth blocks because you can create some really awesome looking stuff, and these ones actually do fit in there. But as I said, I had to remove some, so it's not as full with it's not as full with business items than it should be. But at least, you know, it's looking good. Yeah. I had to move the camera around just to try and get into the areas where you can hit the button to change the texture. Yeah, it definitely was not easy, but eventually we got it, you know what I mean. It took me a while, especially with some of these stubborn items. I had to literally remove stuff around just to get everything in there, you know. Yeah, I definitely wasn't happy with that, but it took a while, and then eventually I got it. You see what I mean? Yeah. It was also hard to like calculate exactly how many items can go where. You know, I wasn't really sure what I should put in the jewelry store for like decoration, but eventually I got it. So now I'm just doing some outdoor area stuff, you know. Again, I didn't really know what to do here. I made an outside cover area, so if it's like raining, you can still sit outside and you can enjoy it and all of that. It's like a glass thingy, you see, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now I could do that, but then it's better that I just remove the wall altogether. Yeah, I have to say that I was really happy, you know. I couldn't exactly tell what what I wanted to, like what I wanted to do here. So I just put some benches, some picnic tables, and then I thought, you know what, let's make a nice seating area. Let's make a nice seating area here and see what we can do. I thought of putting it this, but then I decided, no, I'm gonna put these couches here. I did decide to recolor it, but I couldn't copy and paste the recoloring, so I just couldn't be bothered with it. I thought, you know what, if I have to redo it this way, there's no way I'm gonna try and I'm gonna attempt to do that, you know. For me, that type of stuff just doesn't work. It has to be easy, it has to be smooth, and it has to work well. Those are like the main things. Then I thought, you know what, let's make this cool decoration fire pit thing, which I thought, you know what, that's nice. I put those 2 coffee tables, and then I thought, recolor everything, but nothing copy and pasted. So I thought, you know what, let me put it back. You know, there I pasted. I placed some more tables and all of that, and then I thought I would make like a nice little planting spot over here, because this area can get some sun, so it would definitely be realistic and awesome. And for food for everyone, I just placed some vending machines and all of that, and those are really cool. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, don't worry, I fixed that light issue towards the end, because I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah. I should have actually put a wall piece there to stop people from jumping over, but nah, couldn't be bothered with that. So yeah, you know, there we go, and yeah, that's really awesome. And as you can see, it has got the lovely parking areas outside, so you can also park your car outside or simply just put them on display. And as you can see, the NPCs has emptied out all of the shelves. So I had to go out and restock them everything before I did the slideshow, which was definitely very, very nice. Yeah. So now over here in a shopping mall, it's definitely very realistic to have benches in the middle and places to sit down. So I thought, you know what, I will do that, and I placed these planter boxes on top. They had an issue of sinking into the ground for some reason, so I just had to raise them up. But it added a nice touch, you know. So now, and the nice thing is adding a nice plant area here, which definitely would make everything look nice. Now this lot is very expensive, this mall. It's going for about $3 million. Yeah, $3 million. It is very expensive, but you know what? Because it's so expensive, it means you have to work hard for it. Once you have it, you can have fun and you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah, it is very expensive. So I hope a few people buy it. The link for this build is in the description of this video in case you guys are interested. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So that is definitely that. Okay. Yeah. So now here I wanted to call this build the Roville Shopping Center, but for some reason Roville is considered an offensive word. I don't know why. So I just called it Shopping Mall, but the name of this build is called the Rumble Shopping Mall. I would have preferred to call it the Roville Shopping Center because it's in the game, but I guess that's not allowed, you know. Just drinking some coffee quickly. I hope you guys aren't gonna mind, but I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If speed builds are not too much your thing, you can just listen to this podcast and listen to me blabber on about things we are doing in this video. Yeah. But another very tedious thing that I did in this video is making these things that, I mean, looking at it, they sort of look like ATMs. But you could pretend that they are ticket machines that you pay your parking ticket for. You could maybe consider it as that, you know. Yeah, but I mean, I was quite. I mean, you know, it's like I said, I focus on detail, but only on details that things I want to detail, you know. But also, if I start something, I don't finish it until it's completely at the end. I don't mess around there, guys. That's definitely something that's like, for example, same with this and the waterfall. I didn't finish with the waterfall, guys, until it was 100% looking good. You see, I don't think I did the color justice and the texture, but you know what, it looks cool. Would have been cool maybe to gone for like a white with that texture, but you know what, I'm happy with it, and I really hope you guys are happy with it. Yeah. So in other news, while we carry on with the build, I just want to tell you guys that I am selling a virtual marimba for your website. So what that basically means is if you want to if you would like to put my virtual marimba on your website, you can basically go to my website and you can buy it. It's like $30 for everyone around the world, and if you're in South Africa, it's about 500 rand. And if you're in South Africa, you can also drop me a WhatsApp, and you can buy it on my catalog. And what happens is, when you buy it, you can you then get an HDMI code, and you put it in your website. And there we go, it works. The title of the virtual marimba is called the Rumble Gods Virtual Marimba, but you can change the title to whatever you want, you know. Yeah, which is definitely awesome. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So if you are interested and would like the virtual marimba for your website, you can get it on my website, which is linked in the description. Anyway, I also would like to inform you guys that I'm doing my best to upload videos. As you guys know, I can't always promise a video, but right now things seem to be doing okay, and I'm able to schedule in videos in the meantime. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's really cool. I don't know, yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So what we were doing there is basically sorting out the upstairs, you know, made it an open plan, and so and a balcony to look down into the car dealership, which I thought was kind of cool. And yeah, there we go. Look at this, guys. We are definitely doing well. So now we are building a watch store, and because you can sell watches in the game, so I thought, let's make a watch store. It's not a smart watch store, it's like a traditional watch store, which I thought was really cool, you know. Yeah, so that was that, you know. And then I'm just trying to think, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, so now I reduced the amount of grocery shelves, because I actually ran out of things. So what I thought of doing here, guys, is let's make a display thing for the entrance, you see, to make because I found those Gandalf thingies, those Lord of the Rings statues. There's one of Frodo and Gandalf. I think there was another one, but I couldn't find it. So I just settled for that one, which you will see me here. I'm just looking for it. Originally I put 3 of those Frodo things, but I put one Gandalf in the middle. There was another one, but I couldn't find it, and then I put some shopping bags there. I thought that would be quite funny in the light. Yeah. So there we go, and just replacing the door, and I was quite happy with that. I mean that display thing Yeah, I could have done one for the jewelry, but I didn't, because I thought, hey, you know what, it's actually fine. It's actually fine that way. And then, you know, there were some shoppers walking around. Yeah. Yeah. So you see here, the reason why I'm doing that is just so I can count how many how many shelves I can still put. You see, so yeah. So while we carry on with this, guys, I just wanted to also let you know that if you're a fan and you would like to buy merch, you can buy my merchandise on my website. I sell t-shirts, cups, jackets. I even sell Roblox merch, which you can even buy as well. There's links for that. That is in the gaming section, but I think there is like another section as well, which is really cool. And yeah, I was just doing that again. Yeah, but yeah, so you can also buy merch and all of that. Yeah, I just really hope you guys are still enjoying my videos. Remember, guys, I'm not only a gaming YouTube channel, I'm also a YouTube channel where I showcase my music as a musician, and also my my marimba performances and my students that perform as well. So I hope you enjoy that content. The reason why I chose gaming is because I enjoy playing games, don't get me wrong about that, but I also don't have as much marimba content every day and music content. So I thought, let's go for gaming and let's see what we can do with this. And so far, a lot of people have given me very good feedback with all of this, and you know, that's awesome, you know. yeah. So as you can see, I divided the wall. I made it small because we don't need much space for the electronic store, as you can see here. So the other room, you can actually do whatever you want. You can even build yourself an apartment on this build. There's a lot of space. You can even build yourself another room on top, you know, and all of this. Now, if you go to electronic stores, particularly these like Chinese ones, you know, or like Indian ones, where they have they display electronics in a glass shelf, you know, which is what I did. Although I suppose I could have actually put it into the ground, but then it would also mean if I were to lower it, you know what I mean, if I were to lower it even more, it would sink into the ground. And that's when I thought, no, there's no way I can allow that, you know. Yeah. So I also made the flooring separately. So if you do want to build yourself a little house, you can do so, yeah. And just putting electronic things around, and I was very happy with how that turned out, you know. So now this gym over here is a very small gym. There's nothing very special about it, you know. But we're actually not getting there yet. Now we are getting to the toy shop. And as well, I divided out so there's more space for you guys to mess around and do whatever you want. Yeah. But just to remind you, when you guys download and buy this house, you will actually get less. You will actually see that there's less store things, you know, which is definitely something to keep in mind. But it's okay, you know. And there we go. Yeah. But I'm using those same counters, and I wasn't really sure, guys, what to do or what theme to go for this thing, because at this point I'm also tired of building. But I thought, you know what, let's finish it up. What do we do? Nothing really matches. Let's make it match somehow. And then I found these extra toy things, so I put some more toy boxes and toy things around. And I mean, resizing stuff can definitely allow you to do some really cool things. And then I put this giant teddy bear, and I made a smaller one, and yeah, there we go. Just making the vibe nice, you know, and then just putting some more signs. That sign bugged out, but I didn't put it back because you will see just now I put another one. So now I couldn't actually do anything with that light, so I removed the lights of the gym, and I thought, you know what? Imagine these windows are those two-way windows where one-way windows where you can see out but you can't see in, which is really cool. Just imagine that, because so you can do your workout and you can look outside, which is really, really good. And all of that, you know. And I was looking for more gym equipment. They have got treadmills in this game, but not in the build. I couldn't find them. They weren't anywhere, you know. Yeah. And I was looking for this bag. It's not under boxing bag. It's under a punching bag. Well, the punching bag does make sense. I thought it was a boxing bag, but whatever. Whatever. I suppose that's what's gonna get me. So now I thought, you know what, why don't we make a reception desk so it can look somewhat realistic and cool, you know. So there we go, you know. And I was actually very happy with this. I just placed a computer there to do my best to make it look as realistic as I can. And then I put the name of the gym over there, which you'll see in the screenshots. I set everything up, and I thought, let's put a TV so people can watch sport or whatever while they exercise, what people normally do. And yeah, you know, yeah. Oh yeah, and then I realized that desk clipped in, so I just somehow had to bring it up. You see what I mean? Yeah. And that's when I realized, oh no, it is clipping through. Everything clips through the basement, which is not good. It's not good, you know. So there we go, and just doing my best to make sure everything. So if you look closely, it would look like the character's floating, but you won't actually see that from afar. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, and I kept having a computer glitch through the floor. So that does happen, and that does make it not so easy. But you know what? At the end of the day, it got the job done. Now, really, the last part of this build, guys, is just adding decorations, fixing up the tiny little things. Now over here, I didn't change the way these looked. I could have changed the color, but I thought, you know, in a shopping center you also have ATMs. So I thought, okay, I will make those look as best as I can as ATMs. So I just placed them there, and you know, putting some nice lights, you know. Oh yes, and now we are doing the bathroom of the gym. I wasn't sure how to do the layout. Also, it was a bit confusing because there's only one room here. I could have made another one, but there was only one room, and this room is supposed to be a bathroom. So you could just you could just imagine this is a unisex bathroom. So like, female and male can go in here, but I suppose it would just be weird. But anyway, it's a game. Let's just pretend it's like that. And yeah, so placing some toilet paper and some lights. Yeah. One of the biggest things I had a problem with is making sure lights don't bug out the whole area, which they didn't. So that was definitely nice. So yeah, and then of course placing some vending machines and some places to sit down, which was definitely really, really awesome. And placing a few plants around just to sort of fill up the space and to make it look like it's not like an empty shell. Although, let me know if you guys want me to do an empty shell for you guys, and you can and you guys can furnish it. Let me know if you would like to. Let me know if you guys would like to do that, and then we can, and then I can do another video. Yeah. You know, that is definitely right, you know. Yeah, so as I said, now we are just doing the last little bits. This is our last 2 rooms we have to do. This is the vault. Yeah, this is the vault, and these gold bars are expensive. They're like 85,000 rand. But I thought, you know what, let's do that. We'll amp up the price. Probably not worth it making the building so expensive, but hey, you know what? It looks awesome, and yeah, you know. Now here is the office, the security office. You can see there's I'm making like an office area for this guy, and he's in. I didn't change the color of the desk because I didn't want to, you know. And now here he is. You know, they've got like monitors, screens. I could have made those screens smaller and just put them all around. It's got cabinets, and I mean, this looks like a proper security office, you know. That's what I'm saying. and yeah, you know, I was pretty happy with with everything. Oh yeah, and then for some reason someone tried to call me inside of the game during the build, which I thought was quite disturbing, so I cancelled. I should have said thank you, but I'm all good. Then I'm just placing some trees around, although it's not... I should have just put like a pavement and said, okay, you know what, it's part of the town, but I put some trees around, because why not? Now here came with the tricky part, is putting these security cameras inside. Eventually I went with the wall one because those ceilings ones were so hard to place. I really battled with it. They were really hard, yeah. But otherwise, guys, I would like to say a huge thank you for watching this video. Thank you for joining me on this journey of building this lovely shopping mall. Oh yeah, and then looking at the top floor, the roof was actually glitched out, which I didn't realize from above. I hope they're gonna fix these bugs, because honestly sometimes it's just too annoying. So here we go, I'm just redoing the roof and everything, yeah. So otherwise, guys, I just want to remind you one last time, please check out my website, check out my music on Apple Music, Spotify. Just type in the Rumble God and you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe for more content so we can have a chat, and let's talk about the video, let's talk about live, let's talk about everything, yeah. So thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with me all this time. Anyway, please take care, and I will see you next time.
You've reached the end of the video. Congratulations! Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, the Rumble God creates a variety of content including gaming, tutorials, life vlogs, and, of course, the wonderful world of Marimba music. His students often showcase their amazing skills. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, ensuring you never miss a thing. Take a moment to check out the official website, find fantastic merchandise for sale, fun games, and his unique virtual marimba with guides on playing easy-to-learn songs. On the screen in front of you, you can either click the playlist to continue watching the band or series, or you can click on the latest upload button to see what is new. You can also click on the Rumble God's logo to subscribe directly. Please also leave a comment. Your feedback is important and he loves engaging with you and he responds very fast. You can also follow the Rumble God on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and Threads. That's all from me. Thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. Moom, how does he say it? End 234.